Tonight on CTV News at 11:30, flooding forces another northern community to declare a state of emergency. Mattawa's mayor makes the call. Plus, a 2-year search continues for a missing Sudbury woman.
I don't know why she went that way. Something brought her back that way.
Family and friends retrace Wendy's steps. And calling it a career in North Bay.
And Chewy, it was just him there, allowing us to be grounded and mindful.
Chewy, the trauma support dog, retires from service.
CTV News at 11:30 with Ian Campbell and Rick Wyman with weather.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Ian is off. Another Northern Ontario community has declared a state of emergency due to flooding. The mayor of the town of Mattawa made the call this afternoon due to rising levels on both the Mattawa and the Ottawa rivers. In a statement, Mayor Raymond Belanger says the major damage flood level has now been exceeded and levels are expected to rise over the next few days. Resources have been deployed to elevate the berm on Mattawa Street. Sandbagging has begun to help mitigate flooding, and the town has a call out for volunteers to help fill sandbags. Meanwhile, the township of Chapleau is bracing for what's next as river levels continue to rise there. The municipality says the river is 1 inch below the threshold for potential flooding. A message on Chapleau's Facebook page says the emergency control group met today to consider stage 2 protocols, which is potential for flooding. If that happens, sandbags will be made available. The township has also received a sandbagging machine from the province, and there's a request to Emergency Management Ontario for flood barriers. Rising water levels have led officials in Moose Cree First Nation to declare a state of emergency. Evacuations have not yet begun. In a news release, the community says they're now at level 5, where all members are asked to prepare for a potential evacuation. The designated evacuation site will be the Thomas Chichu Jr. Memorial Community Hall. If the levels continue to rise, officials say the fire department will travel through the community using sirens and loudspeakers to warn residents to get to the site. And provincial officials say Lake Temagami will likely rise, reaching flood allowance levels. In its latest update, the Ministry of Natural Resources says discharge from the Timiskaming Dam will likely push water levels in the upper Ottawa River above the start of damage level by tomorrow. Lake Nipissing is also expected to exceed the non-damage level. According to the MNR, the lake will rise another 5 to 6 centimeters before levels start to stabilize. The flood warning is still in effect and will remain so until at least next Friday. The Sudbury Conservation Authority also issued a flood warning tonight for several area waterways. Low-lying areas around the Vermilion, Onaping and Whitson rivers are still at risk of flooding. Closer to the city centre, rising water in sections of Junction Creek and Lily Creek could also cause flooding. The Conservation Authority reminds everyone to be safe around waterways as they are cold and fast-moving, which poses a safety risk. Highway 64 is now fully closed between Martin River and Sturgeon Falls due to flooding. There's no word yet on how long that closure could last. The road was closed 2 weeks ago due to flooding in the Field area as a spring thaw and heavy rain forced water levels to rise. Police advised people to continue monitoring 511 for closures related to the updates. Sudbury's flood waste relief program is now available. Property owners affected by flooding but who do not have flood insurance are eligible. Qualifying homeowners will have associated fees waived at the Sudbury, Azilda and Hanmer landfill sites when dumping flood-related waste. Residents must apply to the program on the city's website or by calling 311. The city says this type of waste won't be picked up through curbside service. A drinking water advisory is in effect for Gogama. The advisory from Public Health Sudbury and districts has been issued as a precautionary measure after the municipal drinking water system lost pressure. The advisory will remain in place until bacterial testing shows the water is safe to drink. The North Shore Health Network is advising the public of another emergency department closure, this time in Thessalon. The Thessalon site ED will be closed tomorrow, reopening Saturday at 8 a.m. The Sioux Area Hospital and Blind River site will be open. Richards Landing was closed today and is expected to reopen tomorrow morning. May 1st marks the troubling 2-year anniversary of the disappearance of a Sudbury woman. Wendy LaFortune was last seen in the new Sudbury area. CTV's Alana Everson has the update.
Wendy LaFortune was last seen on May 1st, 2024, walking along LaSalle Boulevard in New Sudbury. This Sunday, a walk in her honor and other missing women will retrace those steps.
To bring awareness to the fact that these girls are not home. None of us have our family members. Wendy's daughter, Mother's Day is coming. Her daughter's going to have no mom again. We need answers.
LaFortune says living without answers is agonizing, but she holds on to hope.
I'm emotionally drained. I'm numb. I'm up and down. I'm strong. I'm strong. I'm keeping going. The fight is far from over.
Lori says Wendy is a bright light and full of energy. She was living with addiction to crack and speed, but had just completed a recovery program a week before she disappeared.
Ending up in the wrong area, wrong people, wrong hands. I don't even know, in a matter of a week, she changed her life completely back that way. I don't know why she went that way. Something brought her back that way.
To help deal with the trauma of not knowing what happened to Wendy, Lori says her cats are pet therapy and help bring her a calmness. This past year, she also wrote a self-published children's activity and storybook entitled Always With Me.
I've written a book in honor of Wendy. It's on grief. It's for little hearts. A lot of times they don't understand where somebody went.
LaFortune says $4,000 is needed to keep this billboard going and hopes people taking part in the walk will help. Lori LaFortune says someone knows something and hopes the walk encourages anyone with information to share it to help her family find answers. Alana Everson, CTV News, Sudbury.
This weekend also marks 1 year since a pair of siblings went missing in Nova Scotia. The RCMP say they're looking for fact-based tips in the search for Lily and Jack Sullivan in a media briefing this morning.
And sometimes social media can get fairly speculative and sometimes not necessarily based in truth or fact. The information we need isn't necessarily speculation or thoughts or theories. We'd like information that actually points us in a direction to try and find out things that have taken place. There's been a lot of tips, a lot of interviews, and a lot of video that we've had to review, and of course other avenues of different areas where we want to collect and things. So it takes a long time to go through all that and do it, but that's where the investigation stands.
4-year-old Jack and 6-year-old Lily were reported missing from their Lansdowne Station home on May 2nd of last year. Multiple searches have been conducted in the heavily wooded areas nearby, but only a pink blanket and a boot have been found. Police have interviewed over 100 people and received over 1,000 tips. Police say there's no evidence of abduction and add it's unlikely Jack and Lily are still alive. A 29-year-old North Bay man is facing charges after a weapons call Tuesday near Algonquin and Maplewood Avenue in North Bay. According to North Bay police, the man approached victims in a driveway and then threatened them with a knife. Investigators say the suspect and victims were not known to each other. Officers found the individual nearby. During the arrest, they also seized 2 weapons. The Powassan man who stole the roaring lion portrait of Winston Churchill from the Chateau Laurier Hotel in Ottawa can appeal his sentence to the Supreme Court. Jeffrey Wood was sentenced to 2 years less a day in jail after admitting to stealing the photo from the hotel between December 25th, 2021 and January 6th, 2022. The portrait wasn't discovered missing until August 2022. The painting was later sold through auction to a buyer in Italy. The Ontario Court of Appeal dismissed Wood's appeal of the sentence last year. Today, the Supreme Court agreed to hear the case.
With very unfortunate result at trial in terms of the sentence, and we welcome the opportunity to appear in front of the Supreme Court of Canada and have them consider, reconsider what an appropriate sentence would have been for Mr. Wood.
The Supreme Court did not set a date to hear the appeal from Wood and his lawyer. The portrait of Churchill has been returned to the Chateau Laurier with new security measures in place. Time now for a short break here on CTV News. Coming up, Rick will have your full weather forecast. But now let's take a look at the current conditions. Some single digits across the board. -1 for Kapuskasing and Chapleau with some a chance of flurries up in that northern part of our broadcast region. And 4 for Gore Bay and Elliott Lake. Back after the break.
Getting closer to the weekend, and we've got some sleet in the forecast for tomorrow. That means some flurries or shower activity as well. We'll check out the actual conditions coming up momentarily, but first the forecast radar courtesy of Environment Canada. The green is rain, the white is snow, and of course you can see some heavier snow, Moosonee-wise as well, so there will be some snow filtering through the northeast and some rain as well, so a combination of both, and some warmer temperatures to hit us by about Sunday. Sudbury Nickel Belt, 6 degrees for tomorrow with the sleet, 7 on Saturday, 11 Sunday as promised, sunshine here. Monday and Tuesday, shower activity at 11, chance of showers at 30% come Wednesday, 10 degrees, still below your normal as we vault into the month of May. Sault Ste. Marie and Algoma, chance of sleet for tomorrow at 5, 7 on Saturday, sunny skies. Sunday, chance of sleet, 40% at 11. Cooling down for a couple of days, 30% chance of showers, 8 and 8. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 7 with the chance of showers. Meanwhile, in Timmins, Cochrane, Kapuskasing, chance of flurries tomorrow. Good bet there at 60%. Only 3 your high. 4 Saturday, 11 Sunday with the sunshine. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, sleet all 3 days, or at least a good chance of sleet. 8, 9, and 7. Well below your normal of what you should be getting for the month of May. And that should be around 14 degrees. Temiskaming Shores, Kirkland Lake. Chance of sleet tomorrow, 6 degrees your high, 6 on Saturday with the clouds. Sunday, sun and cloud, 11. Showers and the good chance of showers, 30%. Monday, Tuesday, 11 degrees your high, chance of showers once again. Wednesday, 30%. Your temperature below normal for this time of the year. So we're slowly getting warmer, but we're not vaulting into the warmer weather just yet. And a look now at North Bay, West Nipissing. Chance of sleet tomorrow at 7, 9 degrees Saturday, sun and clouds. Sunday, sunshine, 11. Chance of showers for 3 consecutive days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all at 30%. Your highs 13, 12, dropping down to 9 by about, well, next Wednesday. Angela Gemmill filling in tonight for Ian Campbell. And Angela, I would advise you to pack an umbrella over the course of the next day or so. Should start to warm up by about Sunday with the sunshine. Back to you.
All right, thanks for that, Rick. Well, 3 northern festivals are getting support from the province from Experience Ontario 2026. MP Vic Fideli announcing $55,000 each for 3 summer festivals. Mattawa Mayor Raymond Belanger says the 27th annual Voyageur Days will use the funds to support performances, while Gary Anderson, owner of the Smoke and Spurs Festival in Powassan, says their portion will help grow the event. The third beneficiary is the North Bay Winter Francophone Festival, Carnaval des Compagnons. Northern Ontario's Big Canoe hits the water for the summer season. The MS Chichiman, which connects Tobermory and the Bruce Peninsula to Northern Ontario and Manitoulin Island, will mark its first sailing tomorrow morning. For more than 50 years, it's made the trek ferrying people both into and out of South Baymouth. During its long-running tenure, it's carried an estimated 10 million passengers and 3 million vehicles, completing 24,000 voyages. The Chichiman will run 2 to 3 times a day until October 18th. The Manitoulin Sudbury District Services Board broke ground yesterday on a new paramedic services base. The new base is being built near the current base, which is 40 years old and has reportedly become too expensive to maintain. The new building will allow for an expanded program with offices for the community paramedicine program and will support faster response times for Highway 17 and Highway 535, as well as the community of St. Charles. Many across the north are starting to clean up for the spring. Today, seniors at Finlandia Village in Sudbury joined members of community living on the grounds for the annual cleanup blitz. CTV's Lindsay Alick reports.
From raking leaves to picking up garbage, residents, family members, and volunteers gathered on the grounds of Finlandia Village in Sudbury today for a cleanup blitz.
We've had folks out here since 8:30 this morning. The event doesn't start till 10, and they're sweeping and they're raking, and they just really want to be outside. The benefits of being outside, are tremendous for everybody, and so it's a way for us to stay active and have some fun as well.
This is the second year members of the Skill Center at Community Living have been part of the event.
I came last year, and I don't know, I've done it before, and really it feels like every piece of garbage makes the planet more healthy, and it's kind of like every piece of garbage is like making a better place and a cleaner place here. And I'm also here because of the pizza, obviously.
I'm excited to clean up.
I like to help out. We really look forward to that. We really love that sense of community as well. So it brings in other folks for people to meet, and so they help us out tremendously, and it's a really fun time for them.
The grounds at Finlandia Village are significant, and Dilla Morandier says they are growing.
We have independent living, assisted living, nursing home, and we're currently building an additional 32 long-term care beds, as well as apartment buildings. So that should be completed by the end of this year.
The annual cleanup has been a staple here at Finlandia for over 10 years, with over 50 people participating in today's event. Lindsay Alick, CTV News, Sudbury.
The red carpet was rolled out today for the well-known and beloved Nipissing District Trauma Support Dog. Chewy is hanging up his vest to officially retire. CTV's Eric Tashner has more on Chewy's career and what comes next.
Chewy the dog has earned himself more than a few treats and a long overdue break.
He was very excited. He recognizes everybody here.
Over the years, he's brought comfort to those who've needed it.
Those who work in this field, who experience this amount of trauma day in and day out, absolutely need support, and that's some of his biggest impact.
Chewy was originally trained to be a bomb-sniffing dog in the United States, but it didn't pan out. Then he found his true calling, trauma support. So when he was 2 years old, he donned the vest happily, tail wagging, joining victim services, full of energy and ready to put his nose to the grindstone.
Chewy's being a wonderful work partner. It's wonderful going to work with him and just seeing what a positive difference he makes in other people's lives.
Much of his work took place quietly and privately. He sat with thousands of crime victims, children, and first responders during some of their most difficult moments, supporting them during interviews, crisis response, or outreach support.
He carried out that mission flawlessly in exchange for nothing more than a gentle scratch behind the ears.
He's absolutely proud of the job he does and likes to show folks how well he can do it.
One of the places Chewy often visited was the Nipissing Transition House, showing love to women and children fleeing violence.
When you're with a counselor, you probably have to do a little bit of talking about your situation and what's happening and how you feel. And Chewy, it was just him there allowing us to be grounded and mindful.
Chewy's legacy will continue through the ongoing Trauma Support Dog program and the next canine support dog in training, preparing to follow him in his paw prints.
And in the next few days, we'll be announcing his successor, coming from the Canadian Lions Club for guide dogs, so it's a really exciting new partnership.
So what's next for Chewy as he packs it in? Well, it's safe to say he'll be getting a lot of
pets, lots of treats, lots of walks.
A well-earned retirement for one understanding and caring pup. Eric Tashner, CTV News, North Bay.
Still ahead tonight on CTV News. Some star power in the house, and they show off their shiny new trophy. The back-to-back basketball champs, the Sudbury Five, are back in the city after their nail-biter of a win Wednesday night against Kitchener. As we told you last night, the team squeaked by the Kitchener Titans 90-89 to win the Super League Championship a second year in a row. And a few of the players and their coach stopped by the CTV studio to chat about their big win, talk about the season, and show off that shiny new trophy.
Man, we were really excited about it. Like Dwayne said, it's been a long season, and guys have been grinding hard just for this moment. So I think everybody was pretty equally excited about it.
The players and the coaching staff say they're appreciative of all the support from the Sudbury Five basketball fans, not just during the playoffs, but all season long.
Our fans travel on a weeknight to come see us play and have the same energy that we have. And to see, we just saw Shoeless Joes, how they were. It's nothing like it. We want to play for the Five, and we love it here.
There are plans for the team to celebrate with fans. Sudbury Five is holding a meet and greet for all ages tomorrow from 6 to 8 p.m. at Greater Sports on Durham Street. Then there's an after party starting at 8 p.m. next door at Pepe Panini's to celebrate the championship win. That party is for ages 19 plus. The Chapleau Minor Hockey Association has received a major boost after being named the grand prize winner of the Kruger Big Assist. The organization was awarded a substantial cash prize, which will help more children get involved in the sport. CTV's Lydia Chubak reports.
The Chapleau Minor Hockey Association says hockey is a way of life in its small Northern Ontario town. 6 teams belong to the association, all bearing the name Huskies.
When you're registered in hockey, you become a part of a family. Parents that tie skates for children that aren't theirs. That's a regular occurrence. Just the feeling of belonging to a group of people or within a community, that's what it's like to play hockey in Chapleau.
The organization is now hoping to be able to do more for its players, with the $100,000 grand cash prize it won from the Kruger Big Assist National Online Contest.
We're going to be helping families in Chapleau and surrounding communities access hockey by giving them subsidies for registration, access to equipment, ice time for inexperienced players and girls and goalies. We're going to be paying for coach certifications for retention and attraction of new volunteers.
Kruger is a Canadian paper products maker. One of the Big Assist ambassadors is 5-time Olympic medalist and Hockey Hall of Famer, Dr. Haley Wickenheiser.
My parents were teachers. We had 3 kids in our family, and they went into debt every 4 years just to go to the Olympics. So programs like the Kruger Big Assist, they do a great job in these small communities.
Wickenheiser says she too grew up in a small town, Shaunavon, Saskatchewan, with around 1,800 people, and she congratulates Chapleau for winning.
This Kruger Big Assist is won on votes, and often you think the bigger communities would have the advantage with the population, but it's just a testament to small town Canada and how communities can rally together.
The Kruger Big Assist program supports community hockey associations who are working to remove barriers and promote inclusivity. This year, 5 regional winners were selected nationwide, with Chapleau emerging as the grand prize winner after a 72-hour online vote. Lydia Chubak, CTV News, Timmins.
And finally, a Crave TV show shot in Sudbury was recently spotlighted in one of the world's most popular comedy podcasts.
It is Canadian and does have to do with hockey. It's a show called Shoresy.
Oh, I love Shoresy.
That is making me laugh. And you know what it's also making me do?
Yeah.
Cry.
It's making okay.
Well, on the podcast Good Hang with Amy Poehler, John Hamm was asked what he's watching that makes him laugh. He explained the premise of the show and how Shoresy is based on a hockey player from the small northern Ontario town of Sudbury. The plug has already garnered the attention of Sudbury Tourism, who has extended an invitation to Hamm. And that takes us to the end of our newscast this Thursday night. For the latest news anytime, remember you can head to our website, ctvnewsnorthernontario.ca. You can also download our CTV News app. Thanks for watching. Good night.